Good morning children. Today we are going to discuss about cell its structure and functions. Already we know all the living organisms are made up of with a single cell. Either it is small microorganisms or big size organisms. Whatever it may be the living organisms, the life of every living organism is starts with a single cell. So the cell is called as a basic structural unit of life. Basic structural unit of life. Why the cell is called as basic structural unit of life? Because the life of every living organism is starts with a single cell. So cell is called as basic structural unit of life. But the number of cells are not same in all the organisms. Same number of cells are not present in all the organisms. The number of cells are different from one to another. So based on the number of cells, organisms are mainly categorized into two types. They are unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms. On what basis they are categorized into two types? Based on the number of cells present in the organisms. Organisms are mainly categorized into how many types? Two types. What are they? Unicellular organisms, multicellular organisms. First we are discussing about unicellular organisms. In unicellular organisms, uni means single. So what is meant by unicellular organisms? Organisms with single cell throughout the life. What is meant by unicellular organisms? In unicellular organisms, uni means single. Organisms with a single cell throughout the life are called as unicellular organisms. Example: amoeba. Example: amoeba. Then second one, multicellular organisms. Already we know what is meant by multi. More. Multi means more. Organisms with a more number of cells. More number of cells are called as unicellular, multicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms. Example: cat, dog, human beings, etc. are the multicellular organisms. Okay, next. So the cells are present in both plants and animals. Both plants and animals. Both plants and animals have cells. But the cells present in the both plants and animals are not same in size, shape and structure. Not same in size, shape and structure. Okay. The size, shape and structure are different from one cell to another cell. Different cells are in different size, shape and in structure. So first of all we are discussing about plant cells and animal cells. Plant cells and animal cells. First we are discussing about animal cell. Already you know, if you observe the cell, this is the cell. All the cells are surrounded by a membrane. All the cells are surrounded by a membrane. The membrane surrounded the cells called as cell membrane. Cell membrane. All the cells are surrounded by a membrane. The membrane surrounded the cells are called as cell membrane. Cell membrane. So in animal cells, cell membrane is the outer. Cell membrane is the outermost layer. Okay. While observing the plant cell, while observing the plant cell, it is also surrounded by a membrane. It is also surrounded by a membrane. This is already we know. This is the cell membrane. When compared with the animal cell, in plant cells, another membrane is present over the cell membrane. Another membrane is present over the cell membrane. This is called as cell wall. This is called as a cell wall. Cell wall is present only in plant cell. It is the characteristic feature of plant cells. Cell wall is not present in animal cells. That means different types of cell organelles are present inside the cell. How we have the different parts in our body? We have different types of parts: hands, nose, ears, eyes. Like the different parts are present in our body. Each part have their specific functions. As like that, different types of organelles are also present inside the cell. Each part have their specific function. But the organelles present inside the cell are not same in all the cells. Some of the cell organelles present in one cell may absent in another cells. Example is cell wall. Cell wall is present only in plant cells, absent in animal cells. That means all the cells do not contain same cell organelles. Some of the cell organelles present in one cell may absent in another cell. Okay. First of all, who discovered the cell? The cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke. Who discovered the cell? Cell was first discovered by Robert Hooke. In which year? 1665. In which year Robert Hooke discovered the cell? In 1665. Actually, cell is a Latin word. Which language word it is? Actually, cell is a Latin word. It means little room. Who discovered the cell? Robert Hooke. In which year? In 1665. Like that, inside the cell, the cell is filled with a fluid. The fluid present inside the cell is called as cytoplasm. It's a liquid cell is filled with a fluid inside the cell. All the cell organelles are present in this cytoplasm. The fluid present inside the cell is earlierly called as protoplasm. In earlier days, so many members thought that it is essence for life. The fluid present inside the cell is essence for the life. So in earlier days, the fluid present inside the cell is called as protoplasm. So the word protoplasm means life fluid. So why it is called as life fluid? In earlier days, so many people thought that it is essence for life. That's why it is called as protoplasm. It means life fluid. after the discovery of nucleus, protoplasm, the name protoplasm is changed as cytoplasm. So many members realize it is not essence for life. Protoplasm is not essence for life. Then it is called as cytoplasm. It means cell fluid. Okay, first of all, the fluid present inside the cell is called as cytoplasm. All the cell organelles present in the cell are present in cytoplasm. In earlier days, the fluid present inside the cell is called as protoplasm. So many people thought that it is essence for life. That's why it is called as protoplasm. The word protoplasm means life fluid. Okay. Later, so many people realize it is not essence for life. Then protoplasm is called as cytoplasm. The word cytoplasm means cell fluid. Okay. Next we are discussing about nucleus. Next we are discussing about the nucleus. Next we are discussing about nucleus. In each and every cell there is a dark dot-like structure is present. It is called as nucleus. Do you know who discovered the nucleus first? Robert Brown discovered the nucleus in 1831 in orchid leaf. While observing the orchid leaf under the microscope, he found a dark spot-like structure inside the cell, and it is named as nucleus. At the time he discovered the nucleus, he don't know what is the exact function of nucleus. And it is otherwise called as cell's control room. Okay, a dark spot-like structure present inside the cell is called as nucleus. Who discovered the nucleus? Nucleus was first discovered by Robert Brown in which year? 1831. Okay. While observing the orchid leaf, he discovered the nucleus. You don't know exact function of the nucleus while he discovered. So nucleus is called as cell's control room because almost all the functions of the cell are controlled by nucleus. That's why it is called as cell's control room. But this nucleus is already we are discussing. Some of the cell organelles present in one cell may absent in another cell. Nucleus is also one of the cell organelle, but in all the cells nucleus is not present. In some cells nucleus is present, in some cells nucleus is absent. Based on the presence and absence of nucleus, cells are mainly divided into two types. They are eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. On what basis these cells are divided? Based on the presence and absence of nucleus. Based on the presence and absence of nucleus, cells are mainly divided into how many types? Two types. What are they? Eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. First of all, we are discussing about eukaryotic cells. What is meant by eukaryotic cells? Cells with organized nucleus are called as eukaryotic cells. Next, what is meant by prokaryotic cells? Cells without organized nucleus. Cells without organized nucleus are called as prokaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells. Again, who discovered the nucleus? Nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown in 1831 in orchid leaf. What the nucleus is called as? Nucleus is called as cells control room. Why it is called as cells control room? Most of the functions of the cell are controlled by nucleus. So it is called as cells control room. Cells control room. Nucleus is not present in all the cells. In some cells nucleus is present. In some cells nucleus is absent. Based on the presence and absence of nucleus, cells are mainly divided into how many types? Two types. What are they? Eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. What is meant by eukaryotic cells? Cells with organized nucleus are called as eukaryotic cells. Cells without organized nucleus are called as prokaryotic cells. So in next class we are discussing about what are the cell organelles present inside the cell and what are the functions. Okay, thank you.